In government, the Finance Commission met last week on Thursday. With the fiscal year ending, the meeting kicked off with some end-of-the-year municipal transfers. General Manager Tony Mizuko explained to each account and why the transfer was needed.
The first one, selectmen salaries. This was for some part-time staff help that was in the office catching up on a minutes backlog. They were out of staff for about 8 or 9 months during the mid to latter part of COVID, got behind on meetings. There was a transition in the office, and we had some summer help stick around to correct that. Facility salaries over a bit. Maureen did have a payout back in the fall. Unfortunately, when she passed away, that was around $15,000. Fire salaries, they were a year behind everyone else. So we had closed money out we had previously put aside, but that's now, they are settled and on the same pattern as everyone else. Building salaries, again, Matt Walsh's untimely passing, he had a sick and vacation payout. And we've been using some of the part-time and fill-in inspectors almost right from when he got very sick at the end, just to make sort of make ends meet in the department. And then the cemetery salaries is both a good and a bad story. There's a lot more Saturday burials going on. We charge for the Saturday burials. We charge more for them. And we do receive a revenue that offsets it. It's just a general fund revenue. So it's both good and bad news that the cemetery is doing well financially.
The board discussed the first draft of the audit report for 2021, and Alan Slater gave an update on the middle school building and the $6 million that has to be cut from that budget.
We had a marathon 3-hour meeting last Monday, the full middle school building committee. The reason for that is, we've just gotten revised estimates, our reconciliation of, the revised cost estimate based on current trends. And as we were afraid of, it did come in higher than what our original estimate was. And it's not really surprising when you really look at it. Westwood and Walpole projects that are maybe a few months ahead of us, same problem. They came in with about as much of an increase proportionally as we did. And there's a couple of reasons for that. The supply chain certainly is one of them. Steel costs are completely out of sight. Anything related to metalwork, the costs have skyrocketed. But another one, which you really wouldn't think of, but it has an incredible impact on an overall project, is diesel fuel. Whether it's transportation of equipment, whether it's doing work on site, such and such. There was a tremendous increase in costs. Well, the bottom line is we had to cut over $6 million worth of cost from the construction of the project. We had a list. It's referred to as a value engineering list of, let's see, of well over 100 items. And the kind of items that we talked about are nothing that impacts the program of the school, nothing that impacts the size of the school. Those things, we didn't touch.
The Finance Commission will meet again next month. The Zoning Board of Appeals met on Tuesday night to hear an application for a single-story addition to a home at 22 Cypress Street, which was continued to August 2nd pending further information. The board also heard an application from a single-family home at 15 Spruce Road looking to add a second-floor addition to increase the number of bedrooms in the home. This application was passed unanimously. The Zoning Board of Appeals will meet again on August 2nd.